Fluid mechanics. Let us start with fluid mechanics. Definition: mechanics is the oldest physical science that deals with the both stationary and moving bodies under the influence of forces. So mechanics क्या है? जहाँ पे हम स्टडी करते हैं कोई बॉडी मूव कर रही है या स्टेशनरी है, उसकी फोर्सेस एंड ऑल दैट, राइट? ब्रांच ऑफ मैकेनिक्स दैट डील विद द बॉडी दैट रेस्ट इज कॉल्ड स्टैटिक्स. दैट मीन्स स्टैटिक्स क्या है? जब हम बॉडी एक रेस्ट पे है, उसके ऊपर कितनी फोर्सेस लग रही हैं. अब कार स्टैंडिंग ऑन सम एलिवेशन से, if you study the forces on that, and it is called statics, fluid statics. You will have a chapter fluid statics in this fluid mechanics. तो फ्लूइड स्टैटिक्स का मतलब क्या होगा कि द बॉडीज दैट आर एट रेस्ट, जो खड़ी है, उसके ऊपर अगर हम फोर्सेस का एनालिसिस करेंगे तो दैट इज कॉल्ड फ्लूइड स्टैटिक्स. while the branch that deals with the bodies in the motion is called dynamics. So that branch of science or that branch of mechanics which deals with the moving bodies, a freely falling body, a freely flowing body, you study the motion of that body, and it is called dynamics or fluid dynamics. The subcategory fluid mechanics is defined as science that deals with the behavior of fluid at rest, fluid statics or in fluid dynamics, and the interaction of fluid with solids or other fluids at the boundaries. So fluid mechanics is defined as a science that deals with the behavior of fluid. तो हमें अगर fluid mechanics की बात करें, जब हम fluid के बारे में स्टडी करते हैं, when it is at stationary condition तो we call it fluid statics, and if it is moving we call it fluid dynamics. So and interaction of fluid with the solid or other fluids at the boundaries. तो interaction solid जब हम किसी ट्यूब में डालते हैं, so you may have heard about that upper meniscus, lower meniscus, and forces of cohesion, adhesion. We will study all these forces in detail in this subject. I hope you have already heard somewhere. So I will make you recall that also. Remind you that what was that concept, what is capillarity, what is surface tension, what is viscosity. Very first chapter is all about these things that you have already studied in your earlier classes in up to 10th and 12th. So study of fluid at rest is called fluid statics. Definition: the fluid study of fluid in motion where pressure force are not considered is called fluid kinematics. When you don't consider the pressure acting on the body or fluid, uh, when you submerge some ball inside a water tub, so it comes out, a pressure force is exerted on that, and that if you don't consider that pressure force, we call it fluid kinematics. If the pressure force are also considered for the fluid in the motion, then that branch of science is called fluid dynamics. Fluid dynamics. जो fluid in motion होगा, it is further divided into two parts, either fluid kinematics or fluid dynamics. Fluid motion में है, तो आप उसको दो तरीके के साथ डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. One is fluid kinematics when you don't consider the pressure forces on it, and if you consider pressure forces also, then it is called fluid dynamics. Fluid mechanics itself is also divided into several categories. So fluid mechanics है वो आगे कितने तरीकों के साथ बटी हुई. The study of motion of fluid that are practically incompressible is called referred to as hydrodynamics. जो फ्लूइड इनकम्प्रेसिबल होते हैं, इनकम्प्रेसिबल यानी कि एयर यू कैन कंप्रेस एंड एयर को कंप्रेस कर सकते हैं. यू कैनॉट कंप्रेस वाटर टू सम एक्सटेंट, करते हैं लेकिन बहुत कम होता है. तो कैनॉट कंप्रेस वाटर टू सम एक्सटेंट. तो ऐसे मोशन ऑफ फ्लूइड दैट आर प्रैक्टिकली इनकम्प्रेसिबल, जिनको हम प्रैक्टिकली कंप्रेस नहीं कर पाते, तो उनको अगर हम स्टडी करेंगे तो वी कॉल इट हाइड्रोडायनामिक्स. We call it hydrodynamics. Hydro is a term generally used for water. Dynamics is a movement of that. Hydrodynamics. The subcategory of hydrodynamics is hydraulics, which deals with liquid flow in pipe and function. हाइड्रोडायनामिक्स की एक आगे ब्रांच है हाइड्रोलिक्स, which deals with liquid flow in pipes and open channels. Hydraulics says water flow when water flows in dams and all that, and it falls on this turbines. तो हम पानी का ओपन चैनल के अंदर फ्लो या पाइप के अंदर फ्लो देखें तो what that we call it hydraulics. Now, what is a fluid? I hope the question that was put up by me, I think it is clear to you that anything that can flow is called a fluid. A substance exists in three primary phases. तीन प्राइमरी फेज होते हैं किसी भी सब्सटेंस की, either it should be liquid, solid और गैस. तो तीन तरीके के सॉलिड तीन फेजेस होते हैं या तीन प्राइमरी फेज होते हैं, सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैस. तो या तो वो सॉलिड होगा या वो लिक्विड होगा या गैस. तो सब्सटेंस इन लिक्विड और गैस फेज इज रेफर्ड टू एज अ फ्लूइड. तो सब्सटेंस जो लिक्विड और गैस हैं उनको हम combinedly कह सकते हैं, that is these are called fluids. That anything that can flow is called a fluid. The distinction between a solid and fluid is made on the basis of substance ability to resist and applied shear stress that tends to change its shape. Now, anybody who can tell me what is a shear stress? You already have studied this strength of material. Anybody who can tell me what is shear stress? Ashutosh, if you can reply me.
Yes,
What
sir.
is shear stress? What is shear stress? No idea? Ashutosh, no idea?
No, sir.
Anybody who can explain what is shear stress?
So
Shear
parallel
force.
force,
Who is speaking?
parallel force acting on a material.
आप कौन बोल रहा है, पहले अपना नाम बताओ.
So Aranpal,
हाँ, अरनपाल. What is this?
sir, any parallel forces acting on a material.
Any parallel force acting on a material. जहाँ तक मेरे को याद है, मैंने फॉर्म कभी पढ़ाई नहीं, तो ये दो बॉडीज हैं, जब ऐसे फोर्स लगेगी, ऐसे, this particular force is called
Sir,
shear
parallel.
force or shear stress, right? तो कोई भी ऐसा सब्सटेंस जो इस स्ट्रेस को अगर रेजिस्ट करता है एंड डज नॉट अलाउ इट टू shear that force, यहाँ से shear नहीं हो पा रहा है, तो we call it a solid. The transition between solid and fluid is substance ability to resist and ability applied shear that